From a more refined flat design to new AI features to some interesting and probably controversial specs, let's just say that Samsung's approach to its base models might not be that much apart from the Ultra that we discussed in a previous video that I'll be linking to. The amount of rumors and leaks continues to get intense, so it's time for another deep dive. I'm Jaime Rivera with Pocketnow, and let's talk some more about the new Galaxy S24 series. I know, it's that time of year where leaks for the next Galaxy lineup continue to get intense, but what matters now is that whatever we hear today is more likely to happen, for better or for worse. Windows Report got hold of exclusive Samsung images unveiling more information of the Galaxy S24 series' fresh new design, if we could call it that. We already talked about the Ultra model a few days ago, so for now let's focus more on the Plus model, which in turn pretty much means most information on the base model if history serves right. According to the report, the Galaxy S24 Plus supposedly rocks a 6.7-inch screen, which is a hair taller than before and therefore closer to that rumored on the S24 Ultra. That said, what's probably the most interesting part about all this is those flat rails. By looking at the images, you'll notice the Galaxy S24 Plus is using a metal frame, glass on the front and back, and those slick curved corners that make it look even more elegant than the current curves on the S24 lineup. Now listen, I do agree the amount of changes coming up is not necessarily substantial, and if anything, just points out to this being the company's design language across the board, even into future generations. What's changing, though, is the splash of new colors with onyx black, marble gray, cobalt violet, and amber yellow. Interestingly, the S24 Ultra also comes with the same batch of colors aligning with the regular S24s for like the first time ever, though the company apparently is going to be adding the word titanium before those colors, mimicking the approach that Apple already started in September, because yeah, let's be real. What were you expecting? I will call these colors a bit more inspired though, and just keep in mind there should be Samsung.com exclusive colors as well in the future, or at least we hope. Now moving on to the internals of the base model, we get even more confirmation of some previous rumors. It seems like all the S24 models in the United States, Canada, China, and Japan will pack the new Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chips, boasting all the extra horsepower and on-device AI capabilities that we covered at the Snapdragon Summit. Make sure you watch that video for more context. However, hold it right there. It seems the international versions of the standard S24 and the Plus models might stick to Samsung's own Exynos processor like in the past and previously reported. Will there be AI capabilities on this Exynos? We don't really know, but we do hear that the chipset will be paired with up to 12 gigs of RAM, which is a big upgrade from the 8 gigs we currently have on the S23 Plus, and you will be able to get up to half a terabyte of storage. Listen, more RAM is crucial for AI, so this could be the case. A 4900 mAh battery is also confirmed for the new Plus model, which, yes, is a slight boost when compared to the past and putting it more in Ultra territory. And the charging speeds will likely top up at 45 watts, as Samsung is still keeping anything above that as an exclusive for its laptops. Samsung is also reportedly adding all the modern connectivity features like Wi-Fi 7, NFC, 5G, UWB, though we do not know if that's a new version. We'll see about that. Now, the display of the Galaxy S24 Plus is likely to be similar to its predecessor, but finally solving at least one of the two things that separate that from the Ultra, and that's variable refresh rate from 1 to 120 Hz. We also hear about a boost in resolution, in addition to an increase in brightness levels, which is kind of the trend right now in smartphone OEMs, all of them just bringing so many more nits of brightness to their screens, which is great. Now, sadly though, as for the camera department, we shouldn't expect any changes. According to the latest information, it seems that, yeah, what we had before, and even before that, we get now. I know that means a second year in which we really haven't seen many changes, but it seems that's what it is. The configuration apparently is a 50-megapixel primary camera, a 10-megapixel 3x optical telephoto, a 12-megapixel ultra-wide, and a 12-megapixel selfie camera on the front. Here's to hoping that at least we get new sensors on that. The report also mentions that the video recording resolution will still top up at 8K, and of course, we can expect photo and video quality improvements thanks to the Snapdragon updates in the ISP, though I don't know. That assumes you're getting a Snapdragon variant, of course. Now, maybe the most important change coming to the entire Galaxy lineup is how Samsung plans to differentiate it with AI. We've already seen Google do this with the Pixel 8 Pro, so it will be interesting to see how much of all this is possible without that Tensor chip that currently lags behind in gaming capabilities. New reports mention that Samsung's plan is to introduce on-device generative AI software in the upcoming Galaxy S24 lineup powered by the Gauss model. We all saw Samsung pretty much showing it off at its own AI forum recently, so it only makes sense that that could be the case, and we also did some testing with Qualcomm on the previous or pretty much current generation of the Ultra. The buzz is that this tech will enable real-time translation and messaging apps across a dozen languages. Another thing we saw in October at the Snapdragon Summit is both Qualcomm and Samsung teasing an AI-powered zoom anyplace camera framing feature fueled by Qualcomm's AI engine, expected to debut in a future device. And listen, we all pretty much knew what that device would be at the time, at least when it came to rumors. Now, the report claims that all Galaxy S24 models will support it, but since this is Qualcomm's AI engine, we're not sure if this is a collaboration between companies that will enable that feature on the Exynos phones, or might this just be an Ultra feature, as that is the only one rumored to be Snapdragon exclusive. The source also claims that the implementation of AI in the Galaxy S24 series will be one of the brand's key selling points for 2024, though we'll see about that because the Pixel isn't really living up to all the hype we saw at the event. And finally, we also have a few details about pricing and availability. Rumors suggest that the Galaxy S24 Plus and other Galaxy S24 models will be announced on January 17th in San Jose, California. The release date is reportedly set for January 30th, though pre-orders could start reaching customers from January 26th. Pricing is not expected to change, so the Galaxy S24 Plus might cost $999 again, though we don't have solid data on the other variants. In today's question, let us know, what do you think about the Galaxy S24 rumor so far? Because, is this leading to be your next phone? And if so, which variant? Because in my case, I'm definitely going Ultra because the S Pen for me is part of my workflow. But listen, I'm curious to know what you think in the comments down below. And while you're at it, follow us on social media and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. You can also follow me on my personal handles to see me look out for the best new thing coming up. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.